What's up guys, I am Trevor from MotionAutoTV.com and we're giving you the chance to take home this 600 horsepower Acura RSX that happens to be all-wheel drive. This thing is absolutely insane, makes a ton of power. The giveaway goes from now until October 31st at midnight, so if you haven't got your entries, now is a great time because we're doing 10 times entries until the end of the giveaway, so click that link, get some entries, good luck. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. In the last video, you've seen, basically made a bunch of power, 579 horsepower, and we took it out on the street, front wheel drive, and it pretty much just did burnouts down the street. It kind of drove all over the road because of all of the torque steer. So in this video, we're actually gonna fix all of those issues as well as install something else because as you can see right here, this is an AC line and it's just kind of sticking over the top of the engine bay. From the factory, AC line comes over right here. There's another one that goes around the back side of the engine bay. We are actually working with DC5 Creations on this. This is their V1 tuck kit. All of their stuff is made in the USA, so all their lines and everything are done here. We're gonna tuck the AC. We're gonna get rid of all of those lines. We're gonna charge the AC so that way when I'm racing a Lamborghini and they're mad at us, we could roll up the windows, turn on the AC so we don't have to listen. We're gonna go ahead and install a new MAC valve. I think there's something wrong with this one because in the last video we had to install the manual boost controller in order to raise the boost on the dyno. Electronically controlled now, which means then on the can gauge we could sit there and hit buttons and raise the boost. It's probably one of the main things that we're going to be doing today that is going to make the biggest difference in the car is actually the drive shaft. We've pretty much built the whole entire car around the rear differential with the custom fuel cell and the center of the tranny tunnel, doing all of the suspension and stuff in the back. It's been a big process, as easy as it should be to all-wheel drive swap an RSX, or at least as they say online. There's a lot of little processes, but what we have right here is actually a drive shaft. This is a Land Rover viscous coupler. Technically the rear diffs on here are actually overdriven, and with the viscous coupler, it's kind of like it's a fluid coupler, so it doesn't shock it. And a lot of people wonder how you can make so much power on such a tiny little differential. And it's essentially because the car is front wheel drive with the rear pushing you. This car makes 400 and some foot-pounds of torque, putting all 400 and some foot-pounds of torque, but then the rear is overdriven, so then it's also like taking some of that and like pushing you at like a higher speed rate. So essentially the fluid coupler is always spinning to a certain extent, getting pushed. It's kind of an interesting thing, how it works. But anyhow, they don't spin. It literally acts like a front wheel drive car that just does not spin, and that should make this thing really fast. So like an Evo is pretty much like a 50-50 or like a Subaru. And if you ever see them at the drag strip, like they get really sketchy, they break axles, they break things, they kind of crab walk all over the road. A Honda just feels completely different all-wheel drive than an Evo or high-powered Subaru or a GTR. Like this car is just crazy on the track. Works so well. On the street, it works so well. Also, Hub City Performance, rear diff, all that other stuff. Everything has been working out really good with this build so far. So pretty much we have the custom drive shaft, which is to length. We just need to make some adapters right here and then stick it in the car and get to ripping. So the AC tuck kit is pretty much installed. As you can see, it comes with all new fittings right there that go to the firewall, new lines that come out up over the fenders to give you all these clips that literally just self-tapper right in, but the nice P-clamps, rubberized, comes right here behind the headlight, goes right into the AC compressor there on the top. There is another line that basically gets rid of that line that goes around the engine bay over here and goes to the dryer, and that one goes just right down there. So awesome kit. I'm freaking stoked on that. And it's really not that expensive too. It's a little over 200 and some bucks. So if you guys have a DC5 and you want to clean up your engine bay, that is just a simple way right there, whether you're turboed or not. So check out their link in the description. I really appreciate them working with us on this build. He makes a lot of other DC5 stuff. The whole Instagram page is just full of RSXs and things that they've done and all the products that they make, and they have a bunch of cool stuff on their website too. Check that out in the description after you guys are done with this video. Kind of mocking up the exhaust right here. We double checked the drive shaft. Everything fits around it with pretty good clearance. We are removing this factory, I don't even know what this thing is. It's like a brace. This is an anti-drive shaft thing. They didn't want you to ever put a drive shaft in here, but we said, you know what? We're gonna take it out and we're gonna put a drive shaft in here. We have the exhaust, this is the Skunk 2 one, which it's already pre-clearanced in the back.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and send this out the back, so that way we quit popping flames and stuff right here, but this whole piece is getting removed. Back here, we have a little bit of an issue because the exhaust literally goes right where the thing goes. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just cut this right here and raise that up over the back at least, and maybe out. So that's kind of my dilemma, but I'm just working through the process right now. So that is buddy, look at that.
Wait, oh my goodness. Oh, dude.
That is an all-wheel drive. Actually, I need to finish welding this little piece right there. But overall, that's an all-wheel drive Honda now.
Buddy.
Look at this.
Wow.
Look
All
at
four
that
of them.
Unit. How sick is that? Look at it. Come look at this angle.
Wow. Look at that. She works, dude.
My battery's connected. I'm gonna start it.
Okay. Moment of truth. Woo. Yes, sir! God, that's sick. That is so tight.
Wow. I'm like a proud dad right now.
planted, baby.
That's ridiculous full. That's awesome. Holy cow, man. That's so cool.
It doesn't spin at all.
No, man. It just hooks up and goes.
Like previously, all it did was just freaking spin. Driving in the parking lot right there, you could just feel like it wasn't like dragging, you know? Like, have you ever seen, it's a meme, Family Guy, you know that dog that has it's like pulling itself versus like a freaking bulldog. Like, that's what it feels like. It's crazy. It just feels different. So smooth. What do you think?
I thought it was awesome, man. It's a laser beam, a rocket. That was awesome.
The crazy thing, it almost feels slower because you're not, it's just going. It's not like you're fighting it all over the road. It just moves.
God! That is loud.
It doesn't sound loud in here. Like, this whole car has changed with the exhaust. It's so quiet. It just feels like a grocery getter now.
Yeah, she's faster. Oh, for sure.
The traction is a completely different story.
That's crazy, dude. That's wild.
So if I do the rolling anti-lag.
What did it run?
12.9.
Oh my gosh.
With like a granny shift into second and like a kind of falling out of boost because I'm not like no lift shifting it or doing anything crazy because we don't want to hurt it. But 12.9 on the street with kind of a weird launch and like all that stuff. So you go for rip, buddy?
I'm down.
You go for rip?
I'm down.
All right, let's go.
Oh my god. Yep. Okay. Yeah, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god. Top of fourth is scary. Mick? Yeah. Mick, hop in. Oh my god, it feels so much more solid. That's a night and day difference. Yeah. You can feel it. Just do a second gear roll on. Yeah. So good. That was like maybe 60, 75%.
This feels like a fully built TSI.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like.
That thing sounds freaking good. It has like a throatiness to it. It's like freaking growls.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I think the big thing is that with the exhaust, how it is with the external wastegate, you know, you have a certain tone that comes out of the engine going through the turbine of the turbo, so it actually kind of quiets it down. It's almost like its own muffler, but then the exhaust going through the wastegate doesn't have any muffler on it at all. So like it has a different, it changes pitch depending on if the wastegate's open or closed. And when he ripped by, it was open. And definitely you could hear that, like the deepness in it.
There you go for riding this, Trevor. This thing is disgusting. It feels way different as a passenger.
Yeah, it sounds so good.
It's very quiet.
Yeah.
It's super quiet. Dude, when you're next to it.
Get in. You got it. You
Why?
gotta feel it as a passenger.
As a passenger?
It feels way different. It is so different as a passenger. And I was only on like maybe 70% throttle.
Oh yeah.
Buddy.
It doesn't, you're kind of waiting for it to almost spin, like anticipating it spin, but then it just goes.
It just goes. It feels way different as a passenger, right? Like night and day difference. Good job.
Yeah, I think this is like a good power level. You know, it's
Perfect. It's
I
like
feel
street car.
As soon as you kind of start getting over this, I feel like that's when you'll start braking stuff. Whereas I feel like this would be reliable for like a long time.
It feels so. Number one thing that you said to me was that when you get in the car and you drive it in the parking lot, it feels different. 100,000%.
Yeah.
Like it feels so solid.
Because before it feels like you're dragging the car through the parking lot. Now it feels like you're like the
You're like crawling.
You're like,
it's like
you're a spider.
Yeah.
It's like you're in four-wheel drive.
Four-wheel drive. Right now, I can feel the rear. Like,
yeah.
it's wild.
All right, boys, this thing absolutely freaking rips. It makes 600 horsepower, does not spin. Almost anybody could drive this. Freaking Charles drove this car and ripped it. But if you guys have not gotten entered, remember that you could do that. I've said it once or twice in this video. If you guys have not got entered, should have clicked the link in the description. This giveaway ends October 31st, and a lot of questions have been asked about like, why are you doing such a fast giveaway? And we don't want to drag it out. We want, you know, short and sweet, to the point. I feel like when we do, you know, 30, 60, 45-day giveaways, we're talking about it a lot, and then everybody calls me a giveaway channel. So we want to do a 10-day giveaway, and that's exactly what we're doing. So October 31st at midnight, grab some entries. Good luck.